Share the reading with you this morning, and it's found in First Book of Kings, 1 Kings chapter 17. 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 1 to 16. Just while you're turning to it, I know that you had some feedback from Woodcroft. I was out speaking at the time, but I know that various ones have shared. But just to pass on my own thoughts as well to the church. I know I mentioned something on a Tuesday night, but just really grateful to God for His goodness to us. A few years ago we were down to about 20. This year we have the minimum 30, but we need to meet all the costs, and we had an extra 10 days visitors. We were up to 40 on the Saturday, so that was really nice. But more important than the numbers who come is the fact that we know that God is with us, and it was lovely to spend some time looking at this theme of you or him. And there were various examples of that we looked at in the study. And one of those is this particular portion of scripture that we're going to look at this morning. And it's a portion that I've been thinking much about since Woodcroft as well. And it's really ministered to myself. It's met me on some of my own personal needs over the last few months as well. And I'll be sharing a little bit about that as well. But I just thank God that His Word is living. It's not a history book, it's a guidebook, it's a map, it's there for each and every one of us. So let's just have a look and see what we read here then. So it's 1 Kings chapter 17 and verse 16 verses. And Elijah the Tishbite of the inhabitants of Gilead said to Ahab, As the Lord God of Israel lives, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years except at my word. Then the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Get away from here, turn eastward, and hide by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. And it will be that you shall drink from the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, for he went and stayed by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. And it happened after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. Then the word of the Lord came to him, to Elijah, saying, Arise, go to Zarephath, which belongs to Sidon, and dwell there. See, I have commanded a widow there to provide for you. So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, indeed a widow was there, gathering sticks. And Elijah called to her and said, Please bring me a little water in a cup that I may drink. And as she was going to get it, he called to her and said, Please bring me a morsel of bread in your hand. So she said, As the Lord your God lives, I do not have bread, only a handful of flour in a bin and a little oil in a jar. And see, I am gathering a couple of sticks that I may go in and prepare it for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die. Elijah said to her, Do not fear. Do not fear. Go and do as you have said, but make me a small cake from it first, and bring it to me, and afterward make some for yourself and your son. For thus says the Lord God of Israel, the bin of flour shall not be used up, nor shall the jar of oil run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the earth. So she went away and did according to the word of Elijah. And she and he and her household ate for many days. The bin of flour was not used up, nor did the jar of oil run dry, according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke by Elijah. God's plans. God's plans. God has plans for the world, God has plans for nations, God has plans for families, God has plans for churches, God has plans for individuals. But eventually it just comes down to us, doesn't it? It comes down to us. Nations are made up of people. Families are made up of people. Churches are made up of people. It's people that God sees. It is people that God works through. It is people that God is reaching all the time. And we see here with the outset of this chapter, we find in 1 Kings 17, that God is addressing the need of a nation. The nation has a king who has turned his back on God. Not only has he turned his back on God, he's introduced false gods. Some terrible things have come in through Ahab and through his wife Jezebel, who has brought a lot of practices from her background. And Israel has gone on tangent. They've gone completely astray from everything that God has planned for them as a nation. And God needs to do something drastic to get their attention, something drastic to bring them back to their senses. And Elijah is the one who's given the easy task. And it's not easy, is it? Never easy. This is his nation, this is his people, these are his family, these are his friends. He's not detached from this, he's a part of it. And Elijah stands and he says that there's going to be no rain, or dew even. No moisture is going to come upon the land at all. And he knows the hardship that's going to bring. He has to trust God. That God has a plan and a purpose. God knows what he's doing. And Elijah isn't responsible for the message, but Elijah has to be obedient to give the message. And it's something we often struggle with in life, isn't it? There's so often people automatically accuse us of what the message says. And we're not responsible for the message, but we are responsible for our obedience to share the message. Christ has been sent into the world. Christ was crucified. Christ died a horrific death. Not because God is some kind of sadist, but because it was the only way that we could be forgiven. It was the only way that sin could be covered. Without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sin. We got a table set before us this morning. Why? Because God had a plan. And God's plan of salvation, God's plan for us to be able to have the assurance of heaven, it involved the cross, it involved suffering, it involved pain. And yet God put that plan into motion. And Christ subjected himself to that plan. If you read the Gospels, you see in the Garden of Gethsemane, the great struggle that went on just before Christ was arrested, because he knew what was ahead of him. And yet he comes to the point in his prayers where he says, Father, your will be done. He submitted himself to the Father's will. He understood that there was a plan. And although it cost him, although it brought great hardship upon him, and his own mother had to stand there and watch her son being crucified, he submitted himself to the plan of God. Because he knew that God could be trusted. He entrusted himself to the power of God to raise him again on the third day. He knew that God would be with him through it all. And Elijah is there and he's sharing to the nation that there's going to be a drought with all the hardships that brings. But there's a reason for it. There is a plan behind it. It is not just God being cruel. There is a plan and a purpose. And so often in life we accuse God of being cruel. And God is never cruel. He is never cruel. God is a loving Father. He always loves us. But sometimes we need to go through difficult things and difficult times. And so Elijah declares this drought upon the land. And God looks after Elijah. He sends him away to a quiet place, to a brook, one of the feeder streams into Jordan. And God miraculously provides for him. And ravens go against their own nature, and they actually bring him food. And he is fed there. And there is no indication when he first goes there that God has any other plan than this. And so often in life we can settle into what we think is God's plan. And we can look back with confidence that God has shown us something, that God has led us here, that this is what we should be. This is where we should be. This is what we should be doing. And yet we always need to have some flexibility, don't we, as to what God is showing us for the future. And although God had led him there, and although he was there within the very centre of the will of God, there was a day when the brook dried up. And Elijah came to the realization that God's plan sometimes changes, that God sometimes has something else in store. And when the brook dries up, well, what is he going to do? Couldn't the God of creation have kept that brook going? Of course he could have. It was an option for God that Elijah could have stayed there all the time. He's God. That brook could have stayed flowing right throughout the drought if God had so ordained it. But God had an alternative plan. It was somewhere else that Elijah now needed to go. And so God speaks to Elijah. The brook dries up, but it's not a tragedy. It's not an accident. It's part of the plan. So in verse 8, the word of the Lord came to Elijah and said, "Arise, go to Zarephath, which belongs to Sidon." Now, Dad brought this out in a sermon a few years ago. The Zarephath was the hometown of Jezebel, the very person that's causing all the problems. She was from Sidon. And Elijah is told to go to that very place. The last place where he would probably think of going. The last place where anybody would expect to find the prophet of God. And yet God is saying, that's the place I want you to go. Arise, go to Zarephath, and dwell there. I have commanded a widow there to provide for you. Notice the tense. It's the past tense. I have commanded. I don't know about you, but if I was Elijah, I would think that when I get there, somebody's going to be expecting me. But God has already laid it upon somebody's heart that all this is going to be known. Can you imagine Elijah surprised them when he arrives at Zarephath, and as he approaches the gate, he sees a widow. All going well so far. She's gathering some sticks. So he calls out to her and asks, "Can I have a little cup of water?" And remember, there's a drought going on. He's a stranger. What's going to be her reaction to that? It shows something of her heart, doesn't it? It shows something of the type of lady that she is. That when he asks for that cup to drink, that she goes to get it for him. There's no way that she's got a lot, but what she has, she's willing to share. And generosity is nothing at all to do with how much you own. It's how much you're willing to give. And as she was going to get it, he called to her and he said, "Please bring me a morsel of bread in your hand." How cheeky is this? First of all, he asked for a drink. And she goes without complaint. And then as she turns to go, he says, "Oh, by the way, can I have something to eat?" During a drought, when food and water are such short supply, he's pushing it now. And so she turns to him. As the Lord your God lives, she knows the God that he serves. As the Lord your God lives, I do not have bread. You see, she would have given it if she had it. I do not have bread. Only a handful of flour in a bin and a little oil in a jar. And gather in a couple of sticks that I may go and prepare for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die. That was her plan for that day. She had woken up. She looked around, she weighed up the circumstances she was in, and to all intents and purposes, she came up with the only possible plan she could come up with. And that was, she was going to prepare the final meal for herself and her son. And as she's going to prepare that final meal, she meets with Elijah. And Elijah says to her in verse 13, "Do not fear." Why is he saying that? Do not fear. Because what he's going to ask her to do next is going to be a real stretch, isn't it? Do not fear. Go and do as you have said, but make me a small cake from it first. And that's the real test of obedience here, isn't it? She hasn't got much. This total stranger who she doesn't know from Adam has turned up and he's asking for a little of what she has. And now he is asking that the little that she gives to him first. She doesn't wait and see what's left, she gives it to him first. Make me a small cake from it first, and bring it to me. And afterwards make some for yourself and your son. She has a choice to make here. Is this guy a complete and utter fraud, or is he somebody I can trust? Has God sent this person into my life to trip me up? Or is he here to help me? And that is a choice that she has to make. And on that one decision, that one morning, hangs the destiny of herself and her son. That one decision. Am I going to trust this person? Or am I going to think and be suspicious and ignore him? So often in life, our fears, our suspicions, our pessimism even, can often stop us from trusting people. So often we can struggle to let go of things. And this widow has to let go. What does she need to let go of? Well, she needs to let go of the plan that she had. She was going to collect some sticks. She was going to use this last little bit so they'd have some food that it would last them. Maybe in her heart she's thinking, maybe it'll be enough. Maybe the drought will break. But deep down I think she knows, because she says that they're going to die. And yet now there's an alternative presented to her. This stranger, this man has appeared, and he's asked her if she's willing to give him a little bit first. But he doesn't just ask for that, does he? Because in verse 14 he says, "For thus says the Lord God of Israel, the bitter flour shall not be used up, nor shall a jar of oil run dry, until the day of the Lord sends rain on the earth." She doesn't know him. He has no reputation thus far in her eyes. She has no history to go on. She has to decide there and then whether this is of God or not. And thank God, she went away and did according to the word of Elijah. She was convinced by what he had shared with her. She was able to change her plan. She was able to flex a bit and to go and prepare a bit of food that he asked for. God blessed her obedience. She and her household ate for many days. The bitter flour was not used up, nor did the jar of oil run dry, according to the word of the Lord which he spoke by Elijah. We often look at this from the viewpoint of Elijah, how God provides for him. But there's more than one person involved here, isn't there? It's the widow of Zarephath that God is really looking out for. He was already providing for Elijah. He could have kept him by the brook and continued to provide for him there. Why has he brought Elijah to Zarephath? Because he sees this widow. He sees her need. And in bringing these two together, he's not just meeting Elijah's need, he's meeting this widow's need as well. And when we open up our hearts to the plans and the purposes of God, the lovely thing is that we look back and see it's not just us that he's looking after. He's working through us, helping other people as well. And we give God thanks that he has a plan and a purpose for each and every one of us. And if we're open to the leading of God, then God is able to weave the plans together. And God is able to help us individually, and we're able to help each other through what God is doing through us and in us. God hasn't changed. God is the same. God still works through people. God still wants to reach people through his children. God still wants to use each and every one of us who gathered in this building today. God wants us to reach out to other people. God wants to work in other people's lives through us. The incredible thing is, Jesus referred to this very instance when Jesus himself was having his own ministry challenged. And in Luke chapter 4, we read what Jesus said. Luke chapter 4, verse 25 and 26. "But I tell you truly, many widows were in Israel in the days of Elijah, when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months. There was a great famine throughout all the land, but to none of them was Elijah sent, except to Zarephath in the region of Sidon, to a woman who was a widow." You see, you step outside of the borders of Israel. Not supposed to be doing that. The Old Testament is supposed to be about the Jew, but God's heart is bigger than that. And yes, God was working through the nation of Israel, But that doesn't mean that his eyes don't see and his heart doesn't reach. What about my own circumstance? Well, the reason this particular chapter has been so blessed to me over the last few months is that the plans that I had for my life have changed slightly. I always knew that I wouldn't stay in secular employment up until retirement age. I always knew that a time would come where we'd have enough for me to be able to finish work a bit early and to do more work with the family and with the church. In my head, that was around about 55. I'll be 53 in January, but I actually finished work in November. Through the goodness of God, it's able to come forward a bit. I haven't drawn my pension, I've frozen my pension, I just resigned my employment, and I'll be drawing my pension a bit later when the need arises. But what was behind all of that? But within a month of me having a conversation with Martin and Judith to tell them that I'd be able to give a bit more support in the church, within a month of that day, Martin had his TIAs. And Martin's own testimony is that the fact that he knew that there was some extra help going to be able to be given to him meant that the news of the TIAs didn't floor him as much as it would have. Because he's already conscious of the fact that God sees around corners and that God has already made provision for Martin's workload to be reduced as he goes up towards retirement. And the lovely thing is, he doesn't feel that his health issues are going to force him to bring his retirement forward. He doesn't need to do that. He's not in a corner. His health isn't forcing him to do decisions that he wasn't willing to make already. But God knows what we need. And we think we know why we're making decisions. But God knows more. And we thank God that God is in control. And I thank God that he does see around corners. And so often in life, we think we know why we're making decisions, but God knows what he can do with the decisions that we make. The widow of Zarephath had been commanded. When Elijah got there, she didn't even know he was coming. But God already knew that she would respond. God already knew, because he is the God of the yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He's not like us. He's not a creature of time. He knew that Elijah would be ministering to that lady. He knew that her and her son would be preserved, that life would be granted to them in light of their obedience to the word that Elijah gave them. You see, even before she made her plans that day, God had seen her, and God had made other plans for her. And God knows our need. God sees each and every one of us. And for all the difficult days that lie ahead of us, he has already made plans for you. There's not a single day ahead of us that he's not aware of, that he hasn't been able to plan for. And what a great confidence that gives us. I don't know what the future holds, and I thank God I don't. We don't even know if we'll be here in 18 months' time. Who knows what God has in store? But I can trust him. As the song said, he holds us in his hand, and there's no safer place to be.